Hello everyone, welcome to our July STEAM challenge. So you received a bag with your challenges in there for this challenge, and this is our nursery rhyme, art and science challenge. And in your bag you received directions for a kaleidoscope and also for measuring how your bean grows. And this is the information instructions on how to get your beans to grow. And then of course a list on the back of the suggested books that you can read, also digital material that you can watch from your own personal computers and devices. So we're going to go ahead and start with some of the stuff you received in your kit. And one of the kit is a kaleidoscope. So if you remember the story Alice Through the Looking Glass, this kind of reminds me of what Alice does in that story. So it's kind of looking through with different colors. So we're going to make that. We're also going to grow a bean in a bag. Have you guys ever tried this before? So you're going to have your bag. We'll be putting a bean in there and we'll show you how that works. And this goes along with the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Have you guys heard that story before? So we're going to go ahead and show you how to complete both of these. All right, so first of all, for your kaleidoscope, you have in your kit, you have a frosted piece circle, a hollow circle, though it looks like part of a tube. Then you have a clear circle, a toilet paper tube or gift wrap tube. It kind of looks like that's a little thicker. Then you have a piece of mylar, and this is kind of what you see inside of the floating balloons that you guys like, the mylar balloons. So this actually will help make a reflection, and we'll be folding it. I'll show you how to fold that. And then you also need your piece that has a little circle and a hole in the middle that you'll be able to look through. All right, your instructions again are on the page here that talks about the kaleidoscopes. This picture actually shows a really good directions there. One of the things I did forget, you also have your beads. And I have a lot more beads than you, but you have a good amount of beads that you'll need for this. All right, you also need some tape, so get your tape out. You want some regular tape for this. All right, so you can be extra generous with your tape just so you can make sure everything sticks. You're going to take your frosted circle and your hollow circle, and you're going to put that on here, and you're going to tape that on. 2 pieces is probably good. Do it kind of on each side. You can kind of see how that looks. And the one side is open. Now, in order to keep your beads from falling out, it might be a good idea to go ahead and put tape on all 4 sides so that they won't have a chance to fall out, because now that we have that frosted piece on there, the open side, we are going to put a few of our beads. So I'll move that out of the way. Make sure you get lots of those good colors in there. And you don't need a bunch, just enough to cover that area. It's kind of hard to see, so you can kind of see I put a bunch in there. Then I'm going to take my clear piece, my circle, and I am going to put that on, and again, tape that on there. Let's see if I can put some over here. It doesn't matter if it goes over top. You should still be able to see everything just fine. So just go ahead and feel free to put that tape all the way around. Again, if you're afraid that the beads might fall out, you can put tape further on whatever side looks like it's going to fall out from. All right, so now you have my frosted side, and we have our clear side, and we have our beads inside. Okay, they're all in there. Now you're going to grab your tube, and you're going to grab your piece of mylar. Your mylar is actually one big piece. So what you need to do is create it to be 3 pieces, to fold into a triangle. So you're going to find the middle roughly, then fold each side in. So I have one side in and the other side in. so you have good creases in there. And then you're going to form this into, make a triangle. So you can see how that is. I'll put the triangle this way. All right. And the reason you do that is so that the colors will reflect off of each other when it hits all the different angles. And the sun, so when you're looking through, you'll see the sun will reflect off of there. So I just put a couple pieces of tape just to hold it together. You guys can see, I can look right through there. And then you're going to stick that into your tube. All right, so now it's all the way in. Now you want to connect this tube to your bottom piece, and you're going to put the bottom piece, you're going to put the clear circle on the top when you do this, so the fuzzy piece is on the bottom. Put that clear piece on the top, and then you're going to tape this piece all the way around. This one you're going to want to secure really good, so put a lot of tape around this. Okay, so now you can see that's pretty sturdy, and you can tell if we don't put anything on this end, our triangle is going to fall out. All right, so now you need your piece with the circle. Make sure the white side is facing out. You're going to put that on top. And again, tape that over. Try to keep the circle without tape on, the center circle without tape on it. It'll help make the colors more clear. All right, and then I have mine on there, so you can see I have my center circle. I wish I could show you how closely you look in there. If I look in, oh, and I spin it around, I can see all the colors of the beads mixing and creating different designs. So that's how you make your kaleidoscope. All right, and if you hit it around, those beads will move around. As you spin it, it causes the beads to move as well. Okay, so that's how you make your kaleidoscope. All right, so our second activity is more science-based. And this one is how to create a growing environment for your beans that's not in dirt. So if you've ever tried to grow seeds, you usually try to start it in dirt. Well, this one you're going to receive in your bag. You have a paper towel and probably 2 or 3 beans in there. So you're going to have those. And then you're going to take your paper towel, wet your paper towel. I'm going to use I got a little bowl of water here. I'm going to get it pretty good and wet. You can wring it out. You don't want it soaking wet, but you want it wet. You don't want it to drip. And then you have your paper towel, okay? Now, depending on how you put your beans in your bag, you might have to fold it over. And then you're going to stick that in your bag. Now these are like Ziploc bags because it'll hold the moisture and the heat in. You stick your paper towel inside and then take your beans. And if you watch these, it's almost like watching magic beans grow. So put them in there. Probably easiest to do it while you have it laying down. So you can spread them out a little bit. Give them some space from each other. Then push it down and seal that up. All right. And you can see they're kind of staying there now in the bag. And we've been growing one already, so we'd like to show you how that looks. And if you can see here, this one has been sitting in our windows here at the library, and this is what the beans have been doing. So you can already see the roots growing. You can see the bean is sprouting. And we're starting to grow beans inside of a bag, just with a little bit of moisture. Now this paper towel in here is still damp, So those will continue growing until we take them out of the bag. So I would like you guys to take your beans and measure them. Measure them with a ruler and see how big they get. Maybe once a day or twice a day. And if you look at your paper that we have, you can write on the date, what you saw, what it was doing, your measurement, and then your bean plant drawing. You can draw a little example of what that bean looks like. So we'd love to see what happens with your guys' beans. So take pictures of your beans, send them to us, and we hope you guys all join our August STEAM challenge, and we'll sign you up for those. If you're still interested, we have lots of kits left with this STEAM challenge. So just call the library and we'll get you signed up to receive one of those kits. I hope to see you guys all soon. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and we'll talk to you next month. Thank you.